When is enough really enough? I feel like a lot of us, we have said so many times, I've had enough of my job. I've had enough of living this unhealthy lifestyle. I had enough being addicted to this substance. I've had enough of these people in my life. But you do nothing about it. But all you say is, I've had enough. You say you had enough, but you keep going back. You say you had enough, but you do nothing about it. So when is enough really gonna be enough? I feel like a lot of us, all we do is we talk about it. We talk and we say, yeah, I've had enough. But there's no action. There's no action, and we stay stagnant. We stay stagnant, and all we do is we complain. We complain about all these things that are happening in our life, but the things that you're not changing, you're choosing. And you're saying, I've had enough. But when is enough really going to be enough for you to change? When is enough really going to be enough for you to leave those relationships, for you to leave that job that you keep complaining about, for you to leave those people, for you to actually change your life? You're like, yeah, I've had enough of this lifestyle that I'm living. I've had enough of not being healthy and being the person that I want to be, but you're doing the exact same things that you've always done, and you're not changing. So did you really have enough? Is this really enough for you to change? How much is enough? How much getting used by this person, constantly being manipulated and being disrespected by this person, when is that going to be enough? When are you going to decide to get up and walk away? When are you going to leave their life? You say all these things, I've had enough of this. I've had enough, I've had enough, I've had enough. But if you really did, you would do something about it. If you really did, you would change something, but you don't. You keep on going back to those negative behaviors, that thing, that substance, whatever it is that you're addicted to, that you've had enough of. You're like, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm leaving this in 2025. You didn't though. You didn't leave that thing behind, even though you wanted to. Why? And I understand that it's hard to leave certain things because it's comfortable. You're comfortable with that person who constantly manipulates you. You're comfortable with those people around you, but whenever you leave, you feel drained and you're like, I've had enough of that friend group. You may have a partner who constantly uses you, constantly disrespects you, manipulates you, only talks to you when they want, only needs you when they need something from you. And you're like, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this disrespect, this manipulation. I've had enough. But when is enough really going to be enough for you to change, for you to leave, and for you to get out of those situations? You say you had enough of this job that you're at, but you're not applying anywhere else. You're not actively doing anything to get out of there. You say you're sick and tired of not going to the gym. You're sick and tired of not being healthy. I've had enough of this lifestyle. I've had enough of being unhealthy. But you're not doing anything about it. When is enough really going to be enough for you to change? For you to change, because what you're not changing, you're choosing. And you have to tell yourself that. All you say is, I'm done. I'm going to walk away. This is it. But then when you kind of calm down a little bit, you're like, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I can keep dealing with it and dealing with it. But in that moment, all you wanted to do was leave. All you wanted to do was change. But you keep running back to it. You keep going back to it because you don't want to change. You're afraid of that uncertainty. If I leave the partner that I'm with now, will I ever find anybody else? If I leave this partner that I have now, yes, I might say I had enough. Yes, they might be disrespectful to me. They might use me. But will I end up alone? Will I only have myself? And you have to ask yourself, when is enough of this gonna be enough? Are you going to change? What in your life are you putting up with? What in your life are you dealing with that you know that you've been wanting to walk away from? You've been wanting to walk away from that job, from those people, from your old self, but you don't. When is enough really gonna be enough? You need to change. You have to change your lifestyle, change your habits, change the people around you, change your environment. If you want to change, something has to change. When is enough really gonna be enough?